I would appreciate it if you could move out of the way, Mr. Clegane. I would appreciate it. And me stumbling once again. Alright, let's do this. Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we enlisted for the very first time in A Clash of Kings series for, well, a while, actually, because it doesn't seem like we've ever done this before for a very lengthy period of time. And I've been running around with the Lord Leo Lefford and attempting to gain a promotion. As you can see, we are still a peasant. Annoyingly enough, I'm not entirely sure why he's not giving us a promotion just yet, but maybe we're not doing the best job that we could, so I'm gonna see if we can improve upon that. Now, the various problems that I've been facing so far in these battles have literally just been that the AI is a bit hesitant to charge in. Now, obviously, if you go to the camp menu and into the mod options, you will be able to change the formations AI. And now here's the thing, it was at its highest level basically, so it was with, full formations, formations AI basically. Now, what I've done is I've changed it because I kind of didn't want to disable it completely, because that's going to mean that the native AI is going to take over, and that means that, well, they're just going to charge in, and it's just going to be all disabled. They're not going to use formations or anything like that. And I thought to myself, well, that's probably not the best idea, because then we're just going to have straight charge-ins, which, in my opinion, is, on the one hand, really, really cool, because that means that the enemy and our allies are going to meet in the middle very quickly, and we're able to participate in the battle a little bit quicker. But then, on the other hand, it means that there's no tactics, no strategy whatsoever from either side, and they kind of just do this. Yeah, I've actually already changed it, by the way. It's no longer formations AI, it is native AI with formations. So you can see here that it's still not really working as intended, although the AI is literally very kind of a bit hesitant in general, unless you obviously disable these things. So I'm not entirely sure if anything's gonna happen here, and maybe I'm going to need to just literally retreat out, change the option, and then come back in and see what happens. I mean, these guys are outnumbering them. Look at this! We have double the amount that they do. Oh well, never mind. It seems like I'm gonna have to retreat out and see what I can... Oh, okay, apparently that's not gonna work either. Apparently I can't get out to the camp menu. Oh, this is a cool map. Oh, do you see that? That is a pretty cool map, if I do say so myself. Look at that. Okay, so now this is probably gonna give us a result, because usually when the AI can see each other, and I know this seems a bit weird because obviously AI don't really see things as such. I mean, yeah, they do, they detect when there are enemy entities nearby and, all that sort of thing. But in the grand scheme of things, when they can't see their enemy, it's going to be much less likely for them to do anything. And I mean, do anything as in charging in or attacking them or, whatever the case may be. But as you can see, this is giving us much, much better results than the previous battle. So I suppose what we're just going to need to do is just do that thing where we kind of retreat, come back in, and hope for a better battle environment. I suppose that is the way to go. Now, I'm going to be very, very careful here. I've got to be prepared for these cavalry. Just look at how ridiculous this is. They are literally a stone's throw away from each other, and they're just like, oh, can't possibly attack. No. Okay, let's see if I can do some damage to this guy. Oh yeah, look at all that damage. Yeah, there we go. That's what you get. That is what you get. Now, I don't know who this guy is or anything, and oh no, he's probably going to be much more powerful than I am. Let's face it. Oh, his speed is crazy good. His speed is so good. Okay. Come on now. I might be able to do it. Nah. Never. Never. Oh, that is unfortunate. I kind of find it a bit weird that that our allies did not help us. Oh, there's actually one of them. One of them is helping us, but that's a little bit too little, too late. But it's alright, it's alright. We're going to be victorious here no matter what, and I was really hopeful that I'd actually be able to kill that guy, because we took him out pretty easily, but obviously he had a pretty heavy horse. As it is, he had an armored horse, so obviously having an armored horse means that you're probably going to be a pretty high level unit, and as a result that has caused a little bit of a difficulty in my living situation, which is, of course, to be dead. So, yeah, not great. Well, the last two enemies are being run down as I speak, and, well, that will be victory for the Westerlands. Yet another victory for the Westerlands, and hopefully we will continue gaining some pretty decent... Well, I was hoping to say experience, but yeah, then I realized, oh, probably didn't get any experience there at all. We did get a little bit of loot, which is not too bad, but yeah, you can see here that the experience is pretty minimal to begin with. So yes, anyway, I think it would probably be a good idea for me to show you what kind of options I've currently got enabled, because you can see here that I actually enabled the battle minimap. I know a couple of you are probably going to be asking, how do you enable that battle map? And yeah, there you go, that's what I did. I just went into the camp menu and just enabled that, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, I'm going to be disabling the AI here. There you go, and hopefully that's going to mean that we will have a much better time of things when our Lord goes into battle. Oh, look at what a wonderful thing has happened now. In recognition of your excellent service, your commander is considering you for a promotion. And it's like, okay, so you have a promotion and you have a choice between two things, but because you are absolutely awful, and I'm talking not to you specifically, but I'm saying one is awful in terms of lacking range, skill, or strength. That is unfortunate. Anyway, we're going to be a Westerlander man-at-arms now. That's pretty nice. Alright, well, we now have some better gear. What am I being given, by the way? Ooh, I'm being given a light spear. Not entirely sure how well that's gonna do for me, but we'll try it out. Well, what do we have here? Our first siege ever with, I think, probably one of the earliest assaults we've ever seen in any series, with the exception of series where I've artificially increased our progression just so that you can see the siege mechanics. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised that we were able to get in here, because usually the AI is not specifically the best when it comes to selecting and making decisions and, going to all these different places. So I'm very happy to see that we're going to be participating in this siege. Now, is that literally all I have? I literally only have a spear. Well, this is... Ooh, look at that. Look at the motion. The motion is pretty good, very visual. Visual? Yes. I was going to say vicious or visceral, either one, but not both. That is probably not the best idea. Yes, I'm creating new words every single day. Yes, isn't that fantastic? Anyway, as you can see here, we are actually outnumbering our opponents heavily here, because it is not just our Lord, Leo Lefford. He is not the only one here. We have a wide amount. And I'm talking about a wide amount. We have Sir Stefan Swift, and who else do we have? Sir Stafford Lannister, and Lord Quentin Banefort. These people have some very, very cool names, do they not? I mean, Banefort. How can you? I mean, really, that is. Imagine facing someone called Banefort. Marbrand. Ooh, two Marbrands. Look at that. Sir Adam Marbrand and Lord Damon Marbrand. And then we have Sir Lyle. Wow, we have a huge amount of different vassals here. That is pretty crazy. Lord Giles Rosby. Hello, Mr. Rosby. I'm not being shot, which I have to say is quite surprising. I would have expected it by now. But let's have a look and see whether we'll be able to maybe get a couple of kills. As you can see here... Oh, I actually did level up. When did I level up? I don't even know. Okay, well, let's have a look here. What should I do? I should probably get leadership at some point, but right now we don't really need it. So I guess I'm just going to continue getting strength, because if the promotion is determined by your stats and whether you have enough strength, then this is going to be very important. Anyway, let's see if I can get a little bit in, I think, riding skill. would be kind of nice. But I want to use a two-handed, so riding skills maybe not going to be the best idea. Well, what do we want to go for then? I guess leadership? Foraging? Foraging might make sense. We have a pretty high agility. Let's go for some foraging then, because I feel like when we are running around and being the member of an army, having a little bit of an idea as to where your food is coming from, just in case your lord decides not to go to a town, that's going to be very, very important. Here we go, oh yes, Westerlander sergeants are charging straight on in here, and I actually don't know, who are we even fighting right now? I actually don't know, because it just happened so quickly and they decided to go off to some very weird area. We're attacking the Riverlands. Well, of course we are. We usually attack them, don't we? Well, the Westerlands usually attack them. I shouldn't say we, because we haven't really joined the Westerlands ever before. I think we joined them once, and then never again. I don't know why, but we just never did. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can maybe get a little bit of pokey action going on here. Oh, that's some decent damage. Maybe we can get a little bit more than that. I'm hoping. Maybe I should just go for a two-handed kind of attack here. You can see here, though, that my power strike, even though it is pretty high... Oh, there we go. We actually advanced in level. Fantastic. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is... Oh, your spear broke. Are you serious right now? Wow, okay. Well, that's not good. I think I might be in some trouble. Well, actually not. It seems like we seem to be okay. That is hilarious. Alright, so my shield got destroyed as well, and my spear also broke. So it seems like I might have to go over here and pick up this guy's sword. Give me it. Give me the sword. Give me this sword. No. Give me that shield then. There we go. I took 2 shields. This is not good. This is not good at all. We're going to be having some issues, I think. Oh, hello there. I'm not going to be able to kill you, so I don't know why you are even bothering to attack me. Thank you very much. Okay, give me this. Give me something. Give me one of these. Give me this? No? That? No? Are you serious right now? The only time that I actually get, you know, like beyond the first defensive line, and I have no weapon. Are you serious right now? Give me this. Okay, well, there you go. I can't believe that none of the swords on the floor are capable of being equipped by me. Maybe it's because they require more strength than I have. And, oh, you know what I should have done? I should literally have gone in here, leveled up my strength, and then see if I could pick up something, because that would probably make the most sense. Now I'm mad. But we did get in there, and we did advance in level, so I suppose it's not all bad, and the Westerlands are hopefully going to be continuing to fight here. Now, what I could do, theoretically, is retreat out and go back in, and then I would be alive, but I would have very little HP, so I don't know whether it's worth it, to be honest. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But you can see here that the Westerlands are going to be succeeding pretty easily, so I don't know whether I really want to cause them to have to reset their positions and go through all of this again just for the sake of me being a part of it, because, let's face it, we don't really need to be a part of it for them to succeed. Not at the moment, at the very least. I mean, I'm being given an absolutely awful weapon, which, in my opinion, I need to switch out. So if I can, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Once we get back out on the world map, I'm going to get into my inventory and I'm going to be like, oh, see ya, spear. I don't really want that. Thank you very much. I would very much appreciate it if we could use something a little bit sturdier. Maybe that maul that is extremely slow. Something like that, maybe. Anyway, you can see here that the Westerlands have now flooded into the battlements, and the enemy is doing the same with their reinforcements through this gate. So it is up to the final reinforcements at this particular garrison to defeat the remaining Westerlands. What do we have here? Oh yes, we seem to have another siege on our hands, and, well, if you want to know what happened in the previous siege, I eventually retreated out of it, because I was just basically sitting there waiting for the Westerlands to fight the enemy's units, and let me just say, it did not go very well. I mean, the Westerlands were not losing any units, but they weren't really killing anything either, which was the main problem there. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to retreat out and allow the AI to continue the battle, because they are more easily able to do it when I'm not actually present there, and they were able to take it in a matter of seconds. And, well, I was actually too wounded to rejoin the battle, and that's why I don't have any more footage of it, unfortunately. I actually wanted to go back in there if I could and show you more of it, but unfortunately that just wasn't to be. Anyway, as you can see, we've actually entered another siege, and you might also notice that I have an alternate weapon here. Yes, this is a club that I have had in my inventory for quite some time, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to, oh yes, break some skulls with it, and, well, we'll see if that actually happens. It does have the stat to crush through blocks as well, which makes things, well, maybe just a little bit easier to get past some of the defensive units that we are no doubt going to be facing. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to wait in the siege tower, and we'll see how it goes, but I think I have high hopes for this one. It seems like the entry point, let me just have a look here. Oh, the entry point does seem a little bit thin, but we should be able to get past. Now, my strategy for this particular siege is a little bit different from how I usually like to approach things. Now, usually what I like to do is I like to go in first, you know, I like to be at the front of the pack because I like to show as much action as possible from the siege. But that's not a very smart maneuver. I mean, you know, in general, if I was just going to play this off screen, I'd probably do as I am doing now and just kind of creep in behind the majority of the allied units. Because, if you think about it, me rushing in there as a peasant without even a helm to speak of, I mean, you can see I actually have no helm, and please don't shoot me. That would be very nice if you could not do that and refrain from hurting me. Yes, that's great. Anyway, point is, this is going to increase my life expectancy by a pretty significant margin, and it's also going to mean that the enemies will be a little bit more thinned out, they'll be a bit more in disarray, and we will be able to get inside the battlements and hopefully get a couple of kills. I mean, I think I can probably take on a couple of the archers pretty easily, and maybe even some of the enemy man-at-arms. Maybe not the elite ones, but I might be able to take on some of the lower tier ones. But this is what I'm probably going to try and do from now on, and hopefully we'll get in there soon. We are finally gaining entry to the castle, and I hope that I'll actually be able to get somewhere further because I cannot jump down. I think if I jump down over there I should be okay, but then I'm going to be absolutely alone in front of a bunch of enemy units, and that's not going to work out too well. But you can see here that we are stumbling, among other things, and we are now on the stairs, which is going to obviously make things a little bit easier for us. We do have the advantage in terms of height, and I'm actually hoping that there might be some archers around here somewhere. Unfortunately, it seems like most of our units have already cleared most of the enemies out of here, which is not exactly great, because I was hoping to get a couple of kind of free kills, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that would be kind of nice to do. And what I'd like to do, ideally, is a crowd surf. Oh yes, I would love to be able to do a crowd surf from here. Maybe I can do that. Yeah, that's probably not going to work out too well. I am maybe going to do it, actually. Should I? Should I do this? You know, if I jump here and die, that's not going to be extremely good. Oh my. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stumble, and then I'm going to try it. Alright, so let's just see. Can you just move out the way? Thank you. Gregor, get... Whoa, he's huge. Look at that guy. Wow, that is crazy. Wait a minute. Doesn't he drop a sword that is capable of being picked up? I think he drops a sword that is really good. Unfortunately, he's at the back here, so it's unlikely that he's going to be able to drop that for us. But I would appreciate it if you could move out of the way, Mr. Clegane. I would appreciate it. And me stumbling once again. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, that worked. That worked very nicely, actually. I'm very surprised. Very, very surprised, in actual fact. Okay, come on now. Let's see if I can do a little bit of damage here. I'm not doing that much, actually. I'm kind of surprised, really. I actually have a pretty large amount of power strike, but it seems like that is not helping me in the least. Kind of surprising. Okay, come on now. Wow, these guys have some pretty good helms, I guess. They have some pretty decent helms, capable of actually blocking pretty considerable amounts of damage. Am I just really... I don't know. Am I just using a bad weapon? I guess so. I mean, my weapon is not the greatest by any means, but seriously, I'm able to do this little damage? Okay, well, come on now. Let's try and get a couple more kills, Elias. I would very much appreciate it. There we go. Come on. Oh, maybe. I just don't want to take any more damage. That's literally the only thing I'm wanting to prevent right now. But you can see here that this strategy has kind of paid off a little bit more than something where I would have to... Really? Really? I took that much... Oh, yeah, I'm dead now, aren't I? Yes, very much so. Wait a minute. Maybe I can defend... Never mind. I was going to say, maybe I can defend there for a long time because they were hitting their weapons against the wall and... That actually would have worked pretty nicely, but unfortunately, yes, one of them was able to get past my block. But this is kind of a similar situation to what we had in the previous siege, where the AI is kind of slow when it comes to killing the enemy. And so we're going to have to wait for a little bit of time, or just retreat. I think retreating would probably be fine, but it seems like I'm going to need to advance in rank a little bit more in our Lord's army to be able to have a better weapon selection. We are too wounded to fight. Yes, we're at Acorn Hall, by the way. That is where we currently are. We have a huge amount of allies with us and everything. And, yes, it seems that we're not doing too badly, I suppose. I mean, it's not too bad, but it is kinda bad, isn't it? Alright, so you feel a bit peckish and decide to settle down for a while to fish in the nearby lake. You start to doze off when suddenly something yanks on the fishing line. You decide to yank back, jump into the water, and try to catch the fish with your bare hands. See, now here's the thing. I think I've selected yank back and give it some line, and I've never jumped into the water. Yank back, I think, breaks the line. Give it some time. Give it some line. Does tend to let the fish escape. And I haven't tried this one. Oh, there you go. Using your mighty hands, you managed to catch 5 tasty fish. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.